said someone has an elephant's memory when they are capable of remembering remote events. To this day, it is not scientifically clear if some animal species have the same ability to register and remember past events that we humans have. The fact is that this ability has allowed the development of our species to today's known limits. Many elements converge in the understanding of the importance of the memory in the development of knowledge. Memory involves complex cerebral processes associated to learning, developing abilities, accumulate experiences, and stimulate thought. People remember things thanks to the ability to recall the past and life's changes. Memory is a set of mental functions that allow retaining, recognizing, and evoking information. Riding a bicycle, answering a test, getting groceries without a list are memory in action. Remembrance is recreation, reconstruction, and montage in present time of an event or information. It is not like a picture of a movie, faithful reflections of an objective, concrete reality. They are more like a decoding and construction of a stimuli. Something similar would be a punch cards once used in the computing's origins. Perforations in these cards were interpretation codes to activate a computer's functions. But the mind not only collects experiences in memory, it can also collect knowledge useful in life. That's where intelligence comes in, which allows applying memory to act and develop thought. 5 stages occur during the memory process: the source, coding, storage, recall, and elimination. The source. Memory activates with the stimuli and experiences that could be external, like an electric shock, or inside the body, like in dreams. A stimulus is a concrete signal. Experience is earned by living. In order to understand the difference between a stimulus and experience, we have to think that a stimulus is about an event of which we are aware, which is different from experience, which can be received and processed unconsciously. Experience is the information stored through learning, a source of memory. In its widest sense, it is life knowledge acquired through experience, useful knowledge stored in the brain. Coding. In this phase, knowledge and learning are consolidated. Not every stimuli, event, or experience is registered. Sometimes it leaves an important trace, and it is the union of these that build our subjective memory. Other times, the brain stores data and systematizes knowledge and acquires or develops skills or abilities. Many elements intervene in the knowledge-learning process, for every individual reacts in a very peculiar way. Mental functions like attention, emotion, or stress have a close and complex relationship with information acquisition, sometimes affecting in a positive way, incorporating data and knowledge, and other times in a negative way, interfering with the memory process. Storage. The human brain is able to save information in 2 ways, short and long term. The first one is the ability to retain, for example, a certain quantity of telephone numbers, and the second refers to what we can retain in a long period of time. It is known that the latter does not have a limit. Our brain saves a lot of words and recognizes them while reading. We interpret them every time we bump into them. Long-term memory is all about semantics, facts, and data, and it is built through the order of concepts that allow more knowledge. It links old information and new one, very much like the organization in a library. This memory is not limited to remembered concepts, it can recall images. If you hear the word tree, you think about one and stuff related to it. Swings, wood, birds, shadow, chlorophyll, the list seems endless, isn't it? Recall. Our brain has 2 distinct processes to retain information. One is acknowledgement and the other one is remembrance. Acknowledgement appears through the senses before experience or processes the stimuli. An example would be when we recognize an image by only seeing a part of it. Remembrance is a search in memory's warehouse. Knowledge can be retrieved without a stimuli, but there are ways to remember through a stimuli, like memories evoked by the smell of the casserole recipe your grandma taught you. Elimination or oblivion. Oblivion is remembrance counterpart. The oblivion mechanism occurs for 2 important reasons. Traces were erased with time, or it was not retained the moment the information was received and was not saved. But many other mechanisms interfere with remembering other than time. Some examples are Alzheimer's or brain damage, like amnesia. There are 2 types of memory: implicit memory, which occurs without controlled attention, like time-wise shows, and explicit memory, which activates with conscious attention and is applied knowingly, like solving math problems. In a wide sense of the word, memory implies multiple brain processes, continuing change in the processing and storing of information. Social and cultural context is crucial to memory, for it builds our personal and collective history. Human knowledge requires, needs, and uses memory as an essential capability to work with the world. It loves to destabilize knowledge. Each of our past is invaluable. We are linked to memory and remembrance as a species. It constitutes our identity. Remember to follow these and all our stories each week. Discover, share, and comment here in Vitamina C.